see the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Direct snap. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
The run from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. The Tigers have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got him, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They'll throw it on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll fire. He finds his man. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving it 27 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU will take Tennessee.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. The freshman just a little too much on that one. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown Vols. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. He'll fire to his right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
To the air on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Jackson will throw. He's got his man.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
On second down, wants to throw it. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, going to the air. He makes a grab. I love the bootleg call on fourth down because even if you know it might be coming, you have to respect the fake.
Yeah, and you don't know where the launch point's going to be. So you're going to blitz, but then now they move the pocket, and it becomes hard because you got to get a moving target. Nice job by the offense, understanding the situation, using the quarterback's athletic ability to get the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
On the
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got his man. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Turns it on at midfield. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Running back goes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
On second down, wants to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteers. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's back to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
Yeah, and most of the time you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Slips through the line, looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Jackson gonna throw it. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line is set on third down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 28, Tennessee 21.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Got his man quickly. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The back goes in motion. Jackson will throw. Escapes trouble. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Jumped on top of the pile. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Extending the play. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know...
Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. This offense has a second down play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third and short now from their own 48. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Using the quick game. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man.